Now to the deadly shooting on the UNC Chapel Hill campus.
A graduate student is now charged with first-degree murder after the fatal shooting of a professor inside a science building on the campus yesterday. This as students began their second week of classes. We're going to walk you through the latest developments. First, we are learning more about the victim, Zijie Yan, who was an associate professor of applied physical sciences at Carolina.
And this is the graduate student charged in his death, Zijie Yan. We have live team coverage now. Anthony Wilson live in Hillsborough, where the suspect is expected to appear in court in a matter of hours.
And Anna Rivera is live on the UNC Chapel Hill campus. Let's start with Anthony. Anthony, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Barbara and John. We're learning more about the suspect and the victim in this horrible case. As the community remains stunned by the violence on UNC's campus, the arrest warrant reveals some important facts. It says that officers charged Zijie Yan with first-degree murder along with a misdemeanor charge of possessing a gun on educational property. The warrant also identifies that weapon, a 9mm pistol, and it names the faculty member whose death inside a building on the campus led to Monday's 3-hour-long lockdown of UNC Chapel Hill. Zijie Yan was an associate professor of applied physical sciences at Carolina, but unanswered questions remain, among them a motive for the 34-year-old UNC graduate student who's now in custody, awaiting his first appearance before a judge today, and that is scheduled for this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Watch for updates on that online and on the air as we get more information. John and Barbara.
To the impact on the campus community.
Yesterday's traumatic experience is something the UNC community will be dealing with for some time. Anna Rivera getting new reaction now. Anna?
Well, John and Barbara, we've been out here all afternoon, and we've already seen people stop by here at Caudle Lab and drop off flowers at the sign. You can see those flowers sitting at the base of the sign. This, of course, is where that deadly shooting happened yesterday. And today, the campus eerily quiet, but in the midst of the quiet, we found one group of people supporting each other. Take a look. Students walking around campus today were greeted with hugs and pups. It was a bit of comfort in the midst of sadness, confusion, and anxiety. Students stopped and cuddled this sweet dog or got a quick hug. And they also wrote in chalk messages to their fellow students grappling with yesterday's deadly shooting. Chandra Pridran said she just transferred to UNC Chapel Hill this year. She wrote, "You are loved," on the sidewalk.
I just want people to know that I know everyone has different experiences that they might be facing, so some people may take what happened differently than what other people may take it as. So I want people to know that, you are loved and there are people out here that truly do care about you and your well-being.
Now, UNC did open up a hotline this morning for parents or concerned citizens. The number for that hotline is 919-918-1999. Now, also, if you head to the UNC Chapel Hill website, they do have a list of resources for mental health or any type of counseling that you may need because of what happened yesterday. And it's something that a lot of people are going to be grappling with for quite some time. Of course, classes are canceled today, and it's unclear when they will resume. Back to you guys.
All right, Anna, thank you. And we continue to follow the aftermath of that deadly shooting at UNC Chapel Hill.
Students and faculty are now dealing with the traumatic experience. Joining us now is a local psychiatrist, Dr. Nerissa Price. Dr. Price, we spoke with you this morning, and we appreciate that. You mentioned this sort of experience can have a long-lasting impact.
Absolutely, and I just want to reiterate that my heart really goes out to the UNC family. These type of incidents seem to happen too often, but I'm sure they're in shock that it happened to them. But absolutely, Barbara, sadly, that these type of traumatic experiences, they may have an impact on our mental health immediately, but also weeks, months, even years to come. And so we really need to keep a close eye on our students and our faculty and other related individuals to make sure they really do get through this experience okay.
Dr. Price, what are the warning signs that people may need to seek additional help?
So, for example, signs that really may indicate that this could evolve into a traumatic type of mental disorder. We want to look for intrusive, distressing memories. Perhaps people begin to avoid reminders of the incident, even to the point they're no longer willing to go to classes or to certain locations on campus. They're maybe having mood changes. They're more depressed or irritable or have constant fear, maybe problems with concentrating or sleep, and feeling more detached from reality, like emotionally numb. But also there's a possibility that sometimes people can turn these type of negative experiences into positive ones where they become more of an activist. And I wouldn't be surprised with the best and brightest at UNC where those young people may come up with some better solutions to gun violence.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Narissa Price. We appreciate you talking to us again.
Thank you for having me.
Indeed, thank you. And UNC has opened a hotline for concerned parents, loved ones, and community members who may have questions about Monday's shooting. That number right there on your screen.